Hello everyone, it's Dumb Bitch O'Clock. You're watching Wholesome Hussies.
Welcome in possibly HD, probably not.
Possibly HD. Hopefully by the time this airs, we have the backup, the finances, the support.
Yes.
From investors like Disney Plus. Hey, do you have Disney Plus now?
Oh, no, but I could because apparently Verizon's letting you have it for a year for free.
Shut the fuck up.
No. But they really
Disney's giving something away for free?
I know, right? Well, it's through Verizon, so if you have Verizon, I'm pretty sure you can get it for a year for free.
Yeah, I was found out that my $200 something TV does not support Disney Plus.
Oh, is it a smart TV, but like not really smart?
It's like one of those smart TVs that got into advanced algebra and likes to brag about it,
through extra
but
credit.
that's the only like honors class that they have,
yeah.
And so they like to brag that they're smart. That's my TV. There's only one honors class.
I had one AP class in high school.
Nope.
I had.
But you know what though? You're smart in other ways. No, you're smart. You're smart in general.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, no, I can't. I don't have access to Disney Plus right now, and everybody is going through nostalgic lane.
Yeah.
Everybody is watching their old favorites. Everyone's getting that D hit. Everyone's getting the D, but me.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Well, it just came out at the time of us recording this, it came out 2 days ago.
It came out. It came out a couple of days ago. So by the time we air this, I am laughing at me not having it and how much I do have it. Actually, I have it 3 different ways. I have it on my phone, the television, and somebody else's television.
We'll get you that D one day.
I really like the D. What are we talking about today?
Well, first of all, set change, I would say. We have this wonderful backdrop now. We like a vaporwave aesthetic, and we love 80s.
Yeah, we have a studio now that's in front of a vaporwave city in Los Angeles, California, where the sun sets like this, but it takes a long time to set, obviously. Yeah.
It stays for the photo ops.
Stays for photo ops. Stays for
that's
color
really LA.
changing.
I mean, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we live in an Instagram clickbait age.
All right, so and we also have some lovely stones and some candles. And the candles give off big wick energy, I would say. So.
Big wick energy.
Yeah.
Don't buy a candle that has that little wick energy. The fire will not start. But yeah, I brought some clear quartz. It's good for anything. It's good for protection. It's good for clearing your aura.
This is your base stone. It's beginner stone. It's good for everything.
And then you also have your amethyst. Amethyst is good for the crown chakra. Helps you tap into the consciousness, other realms, astral projection, and it's also good for peacemaking.
Wow, that's really multifaceted.
Oh God, Kristin, you kill me with your words and your brain at the same time. We have Oh no, I work at a crystal shop and I can't pronounce this. This is a Labrador, not.
It's not labradite?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Yeah. This is good also for protection. This is good for meditation, to ward off bad energy. It's good for the third eye and for the heart chakra.
Oh, speaking of heart.
Speaking of heart chakra, I got this little baby right here. Little rose quartz. Rose quartz is good for self-esteem. It's good for motherly love. It's good for compassion, empathy. I have a way bigger one of these at home because I figured out that I don't need just one rose quartz. I need a bulkier, heavy-dutier rose quartz for my heart.
You gotta protect yourself before you wreck yourself.
And keep that motherfucking thing on me at all times, you know.
All right. Well, let's start off with our first topic. Our first topic is all about firsts. Any kind of firsts in your life. Like, it could be, I mean, right off the bat, people think, like, your first kiss, your first, you know, sexual things. It doesn't always have to be that. Like, I'd say my first school dance with a guy.
How was that for you, Kristin?
Oh, my goodness. So my first dance with a guy was at my friend's. I had a Mormon friend, and she invited me to her school dance.
It's already a great story. Go on.
My dress was too short, and it was like
no way,
already.
Weston.
It was like at my knees, and they had to like put this like ankle length skirt over my dress to make it like appropriate, and then I had to wear like a shawl over my shoulders.
What?
Yeah, but
was this a Mormon dance or a Baptist dance?
It was a Mormon dance. I mean, I forget where it was, but so we were just kind of like dancing in a circle and stuff, and then this guy like tapped me on the shoulder and he asked me to dance, and I was like so taken aback. I was like, "Are you mistaken?"
And how old were you?
I was probably like 15 maybe. And I slow danced to one of the songs from Napoleon Dynamite. I know there's like 2 slow songs because I brought my album because the DJ was like taking our CDs to play music. So and it was really awkward because we were just like had our hands on each other and we would just like rotate in a circle. And he asked me if I had ever like danced with anyone before. He's like, "Oh, you're a really good dancer," and he thought I was a junior and I was a freshman, and I was like,
I mean, you Capricorn, you got that big mature energy. You know, you just got that dad energy that high school boys love so much.
Yes, daddy. Do you remember your first dance with the...
Oh my god, my first dance. I do remember. I was in 8th grade, and it was the what was it? It was the 8th grade. It was like the winter formal, and so I got like super dressed up, and me and my friends, like, we got like these like poofy dresses, and like we went to like some friend's house who had a huge house and was certainly richer than all of us combined.
Oh yeah, that's always like where you start.
Yeah,
you get ready at the nicest house.
The nicest house, but that's where they had held the party. And I remember I was like really, really shy, and I was very to myself. But you know, me and my friend, we used to dance all the time in my room. Yeah. So then we got on the dance floor, started dancing, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like, and I remember, like, I think that was my first taste of boy attention. I'm like, is this what this is? Like, this is nice. Like, I could use more of this. But I remember it was really sweet because it was really the first time I danced with a boy, and we slow danced. And then I remember going to school the next day, and one of my girlfriends being so upset at me. She's because I remember asking before, you know, like 8th grade drama. I was like, "Do you have a crush on this guy?" She's like, "No, I don't. I don't have a crush on this guy. Like, we're just friends." And then I danced with him at the dance, and she's like,
that was a problem.
And that was the problem. It was a problem. I was a bad friend. I was a homewrecker.
How could you do this to me?
And like, she would not talk to me at school.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So petty.
So fucking petty. But like, also like, junior high is the worst.
Yeah.
But that was my first dance, and it was really magical, and it was during Christmas, and I was wearing a pretty dress.
It's adorable. And it was your first taste of boy attention.
Attention in general, which is, it tastes real good. Let me tell you what.
How about your first car?
My first car, I didn't start driving until I was 18 years old. So I was like the 18-year-old being like dropped off like by their mom, and I was like, I've had enough of this. So we got a car. I got a car on my 18th birthday as a gift, which was really, really lovely. It was a Ford Escort 2003 that lasted way into my 20s. It recently passed away 2 years ago at 27.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Took me to Coachella, took me to, you know, so many booty calls. Took me to, you know, different family vacations. That was a really good car to have.
Yeah. I have no idea what that car looks like. I'm sorry.
What?
An Escort?
The white, like little white car. Like if you think of like a white car, that's the Ford Escort.
All right. I think I know what you mean. And my first car was a shared car with my sister.
Oh,
it was
wow.
like a 70s Mercedes. It was like a hunk of.
Oh shit.
It was like heavy duty thing. And it was diesel. And
No
it
way.
was like maroon colored, and when I turned it on in the winter, it would like shake violently as it was warming up. And I remember like having my friends in my car, and I was like, I'm sorry. It was a little scary though, because like sometimes one time I was trying to accelerate onto the freeway, and then the gas pedal like was not connected to the gas. And then yeah, I was terrified. So I just got on the freeway and immediately got off.
Yeah.
And the time it died, its time of death, my sister was driving it, and it all of a sudden just stalled and just like hit the person in front of her and was just totaled. And then it was like bleeding oil from the front, so it looked like it was just like bleeding.
That's such a graphic car death.
I know. And it was because it was like that old type of metal that's like really strong, so it was like it took a lot of damage, but and like my sister was like totally fine. So like I wish all cars were like that hardy still, because they're usually like really tinny and stuff, but it was a good car. And also I had one time I was driving to the cafe that we worked at together, and I was driving from the top of the street, you know, Topanga Canyon all the way down. This guy was following me, like staying behind me even when I switched lanes for like 15 minutes. He was like driving right behind me, and finally I turned on a side street to get to my then boyfriend's house, Victor, and I was like trying to call him, and he wouldn't pick up his phone, and I was like, there's someone following. Like he pulled up on the side street right to the side of me, and I look over, and he like puts his window down, and he asked me if I wanted to convert my car to veggie oil, and that's a lot of.
Fuck that dude.
I know, like I did, honestly. I did want to convert my car to veggie oil because it was diesel and I wanted my car to smell like French fries. But that's like why would you follow someone for 15 minutes to ask them that?
Like I would be shaking, crying, terrified for my fucking life. And that was he like a hippie? Like was he wearing?
No, he wasn't. He just looked like a regular dude who was like, I don't know, in his 20s or something, but he already creeped me the fuck out by following me for 15 minutes. Like, yeah, I'm not going to be a customer of yours.
You know, if you're trying to get a customer on your side, don't follow them in their car for 15 minutes. You know, you're not going to win. Neither. That's bad. That's bad
business.
Bad business.
Yeah. Any other firsts you would like to discuss?
Oh my God. Okay, so recently had my first actual acting class. I say my first. I don't think acting classes in community college counts. Sorry, but an actual person who has helped actors like become actual actors in the business. The first time I got recorded on a camera. So the way the class is set up is that you do a cold read the first class, then you come back the next class. They record you on camera, and then everybody watches that recording. Then you get up in front of the class and the teacher scorns you. Oh my God. I got up and just had my ass handed to me for what felt like a good 45 minutes. It's like, you act the lines, you don't act the character. You weren't convincing enough.
Wow.
Your eyes dart back and forth. Man, now that I'm like thinking about it, he was just giving advice, but I'm a sensitive little girl. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, I thought I was just okay. They didn't know I sucked. And definitely like had to like didn't walk out. Of course I took what he said because he's my teacher and that's why I came here and to get his honest opinion because he wants me to grow and I respect that. Did not stop me from, after being scorned, walked out of the class and just bawled my eyes out. Just bawled my eyes out. And he like walked out and he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good, John Simmons. He's a really great teacher, good guy. He came out and was like, hey, is everything all right out here?
He saw you crying?
He saw me crying. He gave me a hug. And then he told me that I wasn't the first girl he'd made cry in class.
Oh, jeez.
But, that just means that I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah, and then he went back to his classroom and he made another tally on his wall.
I don't think he likes making women cry, but if he needs to make you cry in order for you to become a better actor, then he will.
Yeah.
And you know what? I respect that.
Yeah.
Because I don't care for going to classes and people being like, oh, that was like a really great take, yeah, good job, and like no notes, no constructive criticism, no what can I do better.
That's not very helpful.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I won't cry the next time, but I'm definitely gonna take notes and be better.
That's good.
Have you ever had a class that made you cry?
Does math count?
Oh, yeah. That's like the first class you cry in. Yeah.
Well, I definitely like crying during homework. Like, I know there's like memes out there about, is your dad really your dad if he didn't make you cry helping you with your math homework? That's totally my dad.
Really?
Yeah, and actually, one time he was helping me with my math homework in my room. We had a fire going in the fireplace, and I was struggling with the problem, and I was like, Dad, did you add more wood to the fire? And he was like, no. I was like, it sounds louder. And we go to the living room, and the fire had jumped onto the plywood that he had behind the fireplace. Really dumb in hindsight, but he wanted to, like, because it's like a open fireplace, like both ways, so he wanted to close one end with the plywood, and the plywood had caught fire. So we both just start panicking, and we like got like the dog's water bowl or something and threw it at the chimney.
Yeah.
But like, way to make math homework more terrifying. My house was caught on fire.
I thought your father like yelled and belittled you. No, there was just a fire going on.
No, that's just one of the times I've been upset doing math homework. And it just led to, a house fire. And then our house smelled like ash for like weeks, and there was like little ash on covering everything.
And so are you like triggered every time you see like times tables now?
Oh,
I'm triggered.
yeah.
I can't. You know what made me fucking cry was doing those like 5-minute times tables.
Oh yeah.
Where it was, I think that's where my low self-worth started.
God.
was 5-minute timed multiplications, and just like getting down to like the third row and everybody's like down to the like second to the last row. I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Nothing makes you feel more worthless
oh
than
my
that.
God.
Oh my God, speaking of times tables, when I was trying to learn mine, my parents told me if I learned them that they would get me this pair of slippers I really wanted at a shoe store.
Okay.
And then by the time I learned them, the shoe store closed.
Oh my God. You didn't learn in time.
It were these really cute slippers that were like pink and fuzzy, and they had like purple moon on them, and then we like pull up and it's closed.
Are you crying right now?
No.
Are you tearing up?
I'm they're laughter tears. Sorry.
This podcast is sponsored by
This sparkling
not
drink.
LaCroix. God, I love that not
Although
LaCroix
it's
berry
really,
flavored.
It's making me like want to burp, and it's really hard to talk and not burp.
I mean, you could.
Because it would be like really loud.
This is your podcast. If you need to burp.
No, I pushed it down.
So you just have like gas just like still inside you.
Yeah. I'm gonna have like an air baby like later.
Well, now it's gonna come out your butt now.
Sorry, Pat.
I mean, you could have just gotten it out of your mouth, and I would have been non-judgmental. I'm like, good for her. Like, that's self-care. But
I mean, there's still time for one to slip out. Let's be honest.
I just really care about your gastric system.
I really care about it too.
I know you do.
I'm sensitive coil.
Sensitive coil.
Oh my god.
So what was another thing that we were going to talk about? Oh, nostalgic hobbies and skills as a kid. What did you chip away at? What did you do in your free time when you were a child?
I had a few like tried and gave up skills.
Oh, that's life. What were a few projects that you don't look at anymore?
So I tried cheerleading for like a week.
Okay.
It was at like the rec center or whatever in my city, and I bought the outfit, or my parents bought the outfit and the pom-poms, and then I found out that there was going to be a competition. I thought we were just like doing it for fun, and then I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I am not for the competition either. I did volleyball for like years, and then when I got into high school, and they were like, we're gonna get him, we're gonna do 1,000 of these and 100 of these, and if you throw them, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, God. I am a 14-year-old girl. Yeah. Like,
also, don't they make you wear like really tiny shorts?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's tiny shorts. Like, if it needs to happen, it needs to happen. But what doesn't need to happen is do 100 of everything and to get yelled at.
That's not necessary for volleyball, is it?
No. Well, being yelled at.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, let's see. Other things I tried and stopped. Karate. I got the outfit. You know, I had the white belt and everything. But I could not vocalize loud enough to say Kia every time I would like punch something.
You're like, yeah.
I was just such a quiet girl that I just Kia.
Oh, to your step.
Yeah. I also remember when I was doing that, and I had to go head to head with this girl who was like way bigger and older than me.
Oh shit.
And then she like put me on the floor, and then I started crying, obviously. And then when we left, my parents let me go pick out something to make me feel better, and I picked out some Birdie Bott's Every Flavored Beans. Some Birdie Bott's Every Flavored Beans from Harry Potter. Are you even my friend?
I mean, I'm just trying to get the timeline right. See, I'm thinking of you when you're like 8 years old doing this karate. No. It sounds like you were fucking 15.
No, I mean, I was probably like 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like all kids go into karate at like a 7, 8.
Oh.
But no, I respect you going into karate at 12. I didn't try karate. What I did do was I used to like make with my guy friend, my childhood guy friend. We used to make videos with each other, and we would make music videos with each other. We would like buy toys from like those like little 50-cent vendors, and then we would like do like little stop animation with them.
Adorable.
Yeah, it was like cringe before cringe was like an actual like category on the internet. Although, you know, I think we had done it so much that I think if I were to look back at it, I think I'd be pretty impressed.
I bet. I definitely made like ridiculous videos in like the early days of YouTube that no one could probably find anymore. I was like, I made a video with my friend and we called it like Your Mind on Techno or something, and we were just like flailing around her house with like rainbow lights and like dancing to techno. It was really ridiculous.
That sounds
And then we
so
she had like a foosball table, and we would like dance the little characters with it, and it was just whatever was around our house. It was ridiculous. Let's see, other things that I tried as a kid. I loved horseback riding. I really wanted to stick with that for a long time. I also took piano, and I had a sweet deal where I was like taking piano lessons and like taking care of these people's horses. And so I would get the piano lesson. No, I was paying for piano lessons, but I would get the horseback riding lessons for free because I would like care for their horses.
Oh, that's dope.
That was pretty awesome. But I liked the horseback riding lessons better. It was like the mom was teaching the piano and her daughter was teaching the riding lessons, and I liked horses better. I mean, I was a horse girl. I wasn't like total horse girl.
You were a horse girl in the making.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like if you took up horsing around, if you took up equestrian, I think you would be so good at it. Have you considered like going back and getting back on the horse?
I have, because like I stopped taking lessons after I was like learning to jump, and the horse kind of like got too excited about the jumping and like bucked in the air, and then like I came back down really hard and knocked the air out of me, and that freaked me out. I didn't fall off, but it just like I like had the air knocked out of me, and so I got off the horse and I was like freaked out, and the horse was like really sorry and was like nuzzling my face and stuff.
Oh, it knew too.
Yeah. But after that, I didn't take any more lessons, and I still really love it. Like I love doing trails and stuff. Like you can go trail riding in LA and stuff. That's really fun. I love it for like a birthday or whatever. But I've always loved like horses, because it's like they're always gonna be like medieval feeling, you know, like I feel so regal when I'm on a horse.
Oh yeah,
it just feels right.
You're literally putting yourself like on a platform that like moves and like having like a mastery like in like this harmonization with an animal.
Yeah,
that's very regal.
And they used to be so mainstream. Like everyone had a horse, and they
I remember like reading about like American Girl, and even though all the American girls like came from different time periods, they all had horses.
I mean, there's some early makings of horse girl.
Which brings me to another point. If you had any of the American Girl franchise, no matter what time period, I think that makes you an automatic horse girl.
Yeah.
Which that includes me. I'll admit it. Like I was a unofficial horse girl as well, because I had all of Felicity's, Samantha.
I wanted Samantha, but
Samantha I think was like the most like bougie elitist, like she had it good. And
isn't she like the Christmassy one? Like she has like a nice Christmas story and it's all cozy and stuff.
Felicity has a nice Christmas story.
Man, I wanted those, but
what, the dolls?
Yeah, I had plenty of toys, and I had so many horse things.
I had 1,000 fucking Barbies, not one American Girl doll.
They were just so like, man, they had such a scheme with like the whole catalog, and you can buy the little dog named Coconut. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh man, and like so many accessories, and then you could like send it away to have surgery if it broke or something. Like, wow.
They really fucked with my imagination. Like they made me have like feelings and empathy toward dolls for like way too long.
Yeah, I was like low-key scared of dolls, but like kind of wanted one. Yeah, because like my mom had this really creepy doll that would
tell me about this
those
doll.
Creepy ones that would like close their eyes when you leaned them back.
Oh yeah,
it'd make that awful clicking noise. And, and you know, sometimes they like don't quite like close right. And I used to have a reoccurring nightmare of like a doll like keeping me in my room. She'd like stand by the doorway and like close my door.
Your doll was haunted. I don't. If no one has told you that, you had a haunted doll in your house.
You know what didn't help was that episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It was like a Halloween episode with that creepy doll, and she's like, "I'm a Molly dolly," and she like wants to murder Sabrina. I saw it very recently because I've been watching Sabrina. It's a comfort show for me.
I did not see that.
It's
that is
terrifying.
Horrifying.
It's your worst nightmare come to life. They knew exactly what they were doing with that episode. So, yeah.
I used to own. Do we have enough time?
We gotta wrap it up here pretty soon. Yeah.
We're almost 30. Okay. Well, since we're wrapping it up, what is something strange that has recently happened to you?
Let's see.
Oh, how about tell your viewers how you're a vegan, but you found out that McDonald's.
No, I don't want to talk. No.
We will edit that out, despite it being fucking hilarious and
no, you
human.
know how much hate I would get? Not gonna talk about that. I can talk about the multiple things that have happened to me recently.
Okay.
Although I do kind of want to save some of the depressive things for our next episode, which we are going to call a depressive episode.
Oh, yes.
Because you and I both definitely struggle with depression.
We definitely, yes. The next episode will definitely be touching on mental illness, mental health.
Yeah.
The ins and outs of depression and what to do and what not to do.
Yeah. And I say one of the things that definitely didn't help my depression was my storage unit being broken into a couple weeks ago. That was a awful, strange, violating thing that happened to me. But yeah.
Yeah, just I feel violated when someone takes food from my fridge and eats it. But having a storage unit, I would believe would be like the next step up. If I could empathize with you real quick, I would think.
Well, at least you know the culprits from it's in your household. Someone in your household took your food.
But isn't that the biggest betrayal?
Someone you love hurt you.
Let's see, something strange that happened to me. I made a Christmas tree over at my crystal shop.
Oh.
The ornaments that we put on it as follows: wind chimes, dream catchers, Swarovski crystals of all different shapes and colors, a beanie baby, a baby doll, a baby bunny, statues of angels, multiple statues of angels.
Oh my, wow.
And spring flowers to top it off. This is Christmas tree, the holiday tree.
It sounds like the misfit toys of Christmas trees.
It sounds like I had a I didn't explain what kind of tree all these festive decorations were on. This was not on a fir or a pine Christmas tree. It wasn't a traditional tree. It was a branch spray painted silver and had all these, it's still up, all these decorations on it. So I felt, and while we were decorating this tree, we also had somebody who was hopped up on something oh man, I love these crystals. You have a really beautiful shop. You have all these wonderful crystals.
Were they doing that? Were they touching their nose?
They said that they're I'm clean and sober. I'm I don't think you are though. And he was talking about how he lost $50 million in Las Vegas and how he believes in Jesus now. And work was strange.
Yeah.
Work was strange.
My lingering thought on that is, how did they hang the Beanie Baby? Did they put a
we hung the beanie. I should actually add to that. We hung the Beanie Babies with fishing string.
Around what?
So we would literally noose around Beanie Babies and then tie it around the branch.
That's festive.
So we have hanging bears.
Deck the halls.
We have bear corpses on our spray painted
Tell
branch.
me you don't have the Princess Diana bear, because that's
the Princess Diana. This Christmas tree wishes.
That would have tied it all together.
Do not get me started. Oh, okay, we're done.
Okay. That's it.
Thank you for tuning in to Wholesome Hussies. Tune in next time. 444 angel numbers. That means this is supposed to happen.
Sorry, we're looking at our timer here.
Looking at our timer here. You're supposed to watch the next episode.
Stay tuned for the next one. A depressive episode.
It's gonna be a blast.
Just like our life. Hey guys, if you want to follow us on Instagram, our handle is
@Wholesome Hussies.
Keep it wholesome, hussies.